Hello, welcome to the Two Chicks Homestead podcast. We are the two chicks. Yay!
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Erin, and we talk about homesteading and living on a small piece of land.
All right, everyone, welcome to episode 99, June 5th, 2024.
Yes.
One away from 100.
I know.
How did we get this far?
I don't know.
It's been a fun run.
Yeah?
Lots of stuff we've talked about over the years.
Not that you're making it sound like this is the last one, but...
It's not. But it's like, holy cow, we were just talking about that before we got started.
It seems like a long time ago that it was like, 85. We're almost at 100.
Yeah.
And 6 months later...
Yeah.
We're there.
Pretty much. So, but we got some fun stuff to talk about today.
Yeah.
We had a very busy weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We got rid of some animals. We got some animals. And then we got some more animals.
Okay.
You had to go get another one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't bring home that goat.
You should have.
I should have.
You should have.
So the library in town had their summer reading kickoff and had a petting zoo. So we went up there to see. And I got to hold a 3-week baby goat. After watching it be like handed kid to kid to kid. And it's like, But it came to me. And I rocked it, as all mothers do when they stand still. They rock back and forth. And all of a sudden, a neighbor was like, that goat's sleeping. I was like, oh my gosh. Cute little butternut sleeping in my arms.
Yeah, and I told you to bring it home.
Unfortunately, the owner wanted it back.
I'm sure we could have offered a little bit of money.
Yeah. But yeah, it was super cute. So now I want 3-week-old goats. But I don't know if I want 4-week-old goats. Like, what if I don't want 4-week-old goats? I just want sleepy butternut.
Okay.
Or buttercup, I don't know what his name is.
So we need to find 52 people to supply us 3-week goats every once a year.
Okay, here you go. I don't think it'll work that way.
So if you'd like to be part of that program, please email info@chickshomestead.com. Looking for 3-week-old goats and only 3-week-old goats.
But I'd become attached, and then it would go away, and I guess a new one would come just like
the babies outside.
the rabbit babies. Speaking of processing rabbit babies.
Yes, we are officially down to normal numbers.
Almost.
Almost. So we still have a trio out there for local homesteading couple.
Extended boarding.
Yep, extended boarding, so they can get their system set up and ready to go. And then we'll go down and bring the rabbits down to them and hang out and be kind of nice. Mm-hmm. But we got started Saturday morning about 8 o'clock, and we processed 14 rabbits. So the three of us, so they actually came up here for the weekend. Huge thanks to Angie and Joe for coming up and helping out, because that was a huge help. Mm-hmm. And it was really nice to be able to give them the opportunity to process a rabbit.
Yeah, because we had enough.
Oh, yeah.
Like for once.
Mm-hmm. So we processed twice as many rabbits as we had for the entire year of last year. Mm-hmm. So I think we had 6 last year.
Yeah, last year having rabbit for dinner was like, everyone, we're having rabbit for dinner. Like it was, Yep.
It was honestly a short supply.
Treat, yeah.
So now we ended up doing 14. So we should have at least once a month.
Oh yeah.
Be able to have rabbit instead of every other month.
Yeah, and I've deboned a couple of them. I am not good at it, but it just seems to open up some options of how to use it.
Yeah, you could do like a stuffed or rolled or roast or something.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm aiming for. I mean, I'm not sure if I have to have both sides connected. I really don't know. What is that, a roulade or something?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
You are talking to the wrong person.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, just to be able to cut them up and make like that orange rabbit. That's how I did that before.
Yep, that was good.
Yeah, or rabbit parmesan. Is that even a thing? I don't know. Could be.
It could be. bacon stuffed rabbit could be a thing.
Yes.
That could be a very good thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's kind of nice knowing that you can try that now, and
and it's not like
waste an entire rabbit.
I only have so many.
Right.
Because it doesn't get wasted. Whatever's left on the bone goes to the chickens, or because I'm not going to make stock in the summertime, and we don't have the freezer space to keep bones. I got to go through this. Well, that's a whole other topic, but just to try and cook it different ways.
Exactly. I'm kind of excited to try some different stuff
because it's nice and thin. So like chicken parmesan, that'd be perfect. It's already thin.
Yeah, give it a shot. Who knows? Maybe the picky eater will like it.
Yeah, I know.
So
maybe
rabbit nugget.
I don't know if that's. Is that just chunks of? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Make it in the shape of a dinosaur and don't tell her.
Yeah. I need to do it in the shape of a rabbit.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, get right on that.
Chop chop.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was very nice because we went through step-by-step process. It was supposed to rain all day, kind of on and off. It was supposed to rain all day, but it kind of did on and off.
It was a nice soaking rain.
Yes. Temperature-wise, it was perfect.
Yeah, it was like 66, 67.
Yeah, somewhere around there. That's like a perfect butchering day.
Yeah.
Because you're not too hot, you're not too cold. You still got the ice water, and it'll last.
Yeah, because the next day was like going to be low 80s.
95.
Yeah, it was like
or 85.
God.
Yeah. So, but it worked out perfect. We did it in the garage. We used our little hanging gambrel thing that I made up, and it's just a 550 paracord off of our overhead chain hoist, just to kind of hang the rabbit there and be able to work on it, spin it around 360 degrees, and just kind of work your way at it.
Yeah.
So, and we took our time. Like, we step-by-step process through everything. I think I did 4, and then we split the difference with the others that were here. And they each got to process 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 each. So they got the steps down and make sure you're doing it the correct way. I called most of them, and Joe called a couple just to get a feel for it. Angie didn't feel comfortable, which I am 100%.
I haven't done it.
I straight out told everybody in the first thing in the morning, if you don't want to do it, I am not going to make you do it.
Yeah.
Because that's not how you do things.
You do it when you're ready. Or
Exactly.
else it's traumatizing.
Exactly. So, and the girls came out and hung out with us for, I don't know, 10, 15
on and off.
minutes.
Yeah, they were out there for...
So, they're mostly playing. And then it rained, and then they went inside and came back out. And
but they were sitting there watching a lot.
Yeah. So, but that's pretty standard with them. They'll hang out, watch. It's not like they're going to go hide in the house the whole time we're doing it anymore.
Or, I'm stuck, in both places.
Right. The girls have definitely become accustomed to processing day. So, it's very nice. But, spent a couple hours, got the garage cleaned out, made enough room in there because I saw it was going to be 100% chance of rain. So I'm like, we'll just set up everything inside, and if we end up doing it outside, no big deal.
Yeah.
So,
our oldest has evolved so much that the next day someone came to pick up some product that they bought, and they wanted to we'll talk about that later, but they wanted to see something that was in the garage, the friend.
Yep.
And we had to say, don't forget about, there's gut buckets in there. And, the oldest is like, oh, okay. Like, it was no big deal.
Yeah.
It's like, just keep them away from the gut buckets.
Yep. So it was the next day. I didn't get a chance because it was pouring down rain when we finished. And the neighbor had somebody over
you don't want to
blocking the driveway.
We try to be respectful. So
I didn't want to run the 2 5-gallon buckets full of guts and fur and all this other stuff down the lane. So we just I let it sit for the next day, and then, the oldest had some people come over, wanted to go in the garage, and I just said, hey, heads up, it's at the back of the garage by the ATVs. If they're squeamish, don't take them back there.
But, years ago, if you had told our oldest that, she would have been like, nope, never mind.
Yep, not going to the garage. Now she's just used to it, because it usually sits for a day or two.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm super excited. I don't think we got to wait, though. That was the only thing we didn't do, was how much it all weighed.
Oh, yeah.
So, we did notice one thing, which was really odd. As we were processing the rabbits, the darker colored males were the hardest to process, because the fur was like extra clingy to the meat. Like the membrane in between the meat and the fur or skin was actually like really tough, and it was hard to process them. So that kind of got us, it threw us for a loop, and then it went to the lighter colored males, and then the darker females, and then the lighter females were all the easiest to do. So like the blacks and the blues were real tough on the fur, but the chestnuts were lighter. So like the brownish ones that we have. Well, it was kind of surprising to see all that. So, and I don't know if it's just different rabbits or what.
Yeah, I don't know.
So,
and we haven't weighed in between, because this was our first time doing the silver foxes.
Yep.
So we haven't weighed to see if there's a difference. It looked like there was a difference, but we haven't.
With the one, oh yeah, definitely there was a difference.
Yeah.
The bigger litter, you could tell the back legs were just more meat and more, just more rabbit there.
Yeah.
I remember pulling them out of the cage, and it's like, ooh, you're big. It's like, how are you 12 weeks old?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, when they were 12 weeks and 4 days, they were all pretty much about the same weight, same size. They were pretty decent. Does did awesome through the whole thing. No problems weaning. We didn't lose any from weaning from mom to feed. So that's always a big plus.
There was one that you said was, like, had another day, because it had bloat or something.
Yeah, there was one that had bloat. Looks like it had just started, or it was trying to get over it on its own, because we opened it up and the intestines were real puffy. So I saw that right away, and I'm like, that's a little strange. And that might have been the silver fox. I think the big silver fox.
Yeah.
So that could have been part of it too, but I know the hind legs on that one were massive.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, all in all, I am super happy with how the grout went. We were probably a bag and a half of feed a week with everybody. So it's not horrible. The bags we feed are $15.
Yeah.
So, you're $22 a week to feed 21 rabbits.
Yeah, and we'll do this one more time this year.
Yeah. So that's not bad. For 5 pounds, I mean, to grow them out to 5 pounds in 12 weeks, that's not horrible. So, but yeah, I always forget how fast they go through the water.
Yeah.
And how fast they go through the feed when they get close to that 10, 11 weeks.
It's been a long time since we had that many.
Yes. So, but yeah, it was like every 2 days I was filling up the water with everybody. It's like, oh my God, calm down.
Well, it was warm.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was definitely a fun weekend. I'm glad we got it done. It only took 1 day. I think we were done at 3 o'clock.
Something, yeah.
So, we sent them home with a couple, just so they could at least go home, cook it, try it, before their rabbits are ready to come visit. So, but yeah, I am definitely happy how it went. And we had venison for lunch.
Yes.
that was good.
Yeah, it was a nice cold day for venison stew.
Exactly.
Because I've learned to not make the food that we're processing.
And I think we decided against that right from the bat.
Yeah.
So we're eating this. Let's not cook this.
Yeah, processing it. Let's not eat it.
Yeah.
Today, anyway.
Exactly. So, but yeah.
So we got rid of some animals.
Yep.
And then I saw a post somewhere that said our local Rural King was having a sale on chicks. And we knew we were getting some this year. So I said, let's go look and see. Because I didn't want to settle. I wanted to get some that were going to do some colored eggs and larger eggs.
Yep.
Than like the Wyandottes that we have are laying. They lay like small,
medium
eggs. Which, I mean, is not bad for like eating, but sometimes for baking, it's like, what do I want? Because a lot of times it calls for large eggs. So it's like, do I use 3 or is that too much?
Yeah.
So we went to go look, and well, we came home with chicks.
Came home with 8.
Yeah. So we got 5 Easter eggers.
Yep. Which we had really good luck with.
We had those the first time. And then we got 3. And actually, I'd seen a page that we follow posted about this breed. It's a blue laced red Wyandotte.
Yep.
Blue laced red Wyandotte.
Yep. So
right, because we have gold laced.
Yes, we have golds out there right now. So this is supposedly a rare chicken breed.
Yeah, I mean, they were pretty expensive, and they were marked down a lot for whatever reason.
Yeah, so they were marked. They were $8 a piece, and we got them for $1.99.
Yeah.
Normally, because you looked this up, you were looking at they're like $30 to $50.
Yeah, I mean, that was one random website I was looking up said that's how much they go for.
So I mean, that might be aged out.
Yeah, I don't know.
16-week-old.
But it was funny because a page that I follow the day before had posted that for her birthday she bought herself blue laced red Wyandottes, and I was like, "Well, those are pretty." And then I saw them like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. So we got 3 of those guys,
yep.
And 5 Easter eggers. Unfortunately, we lost an Easter egger.
Yeah. So we put it's sometimes when you do this and you've done this is like our 3rd, 4th. I mean, not counting meat rabbits
or meat birds.
Meat chickens.
Yeah, this is probably our 6th or 7th time doing this.
So we know what we're doing, but sometimes you just don't think things through. And we put the water
on the bedding,
and just kind of scooted the bedding away. Mm-hmm. And then the next morning, I got up and the water was empty, and I was like, "Wow, they were." Like, hello, it was probably before coffee. I'm like, wow, they really drank a lot. So I filled up the water, put it back in there, and then we had to go to the zoo. Not the zoo, the library for the petting zoo. And so we just kind of left. And then our neighbors wanted to come see the chicks, so we came home and went into the garage right away, and, we're checking on them. And one of the girls said, wow, the bedding is like darker on that side. And I noticed that it was all wet. Like, oh no. Because we have one of those heaters that they go under. Yep. We call it the mama hen.
Yep. I love that thing.
And it was, of course, wet there. So I lifted it up and there was an expired chick underneath. So
it was one of the Easter eggers.
Yes.
So what happened was, this is not the normal bedding that we get.
It seems really fluffy.
Yeah, so I think I might have made a slight mistake when I bought this bedding. So we just ended up using it, and it's like it's almost like paper fluff, is the best way to describe it. And I think they might have knocked some up into the water, and it just all wicked it out.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because there's no way they could have knocked the water over.
No.
And there weren't any eaten chicks in there from anything else that could have gotten in there.
It was not a predator.
So...
And I mean, and then... Because I came back from the library, and I'm like thinking the water maybe leaked, but it hasn't since then. And so then we put it up on a brick, and it's been fine.
Yeah.
So... Then we ran that afternoon and got another chick.
Yep. Unfortunately, the one that we lost was the one that you had liked.
I liked it, but
Murphy's Law.
yep.
So, we definitely made a mistake. It was more me.
Well, it happens.
But now we have it set. Everybody's good. We got a few out there with pasty butt, but it's not blocking.
Well, I don't know. It's almost like it's just kind of stuck. It's all the Wyandottes. And it's all stuck on like
the feathers.
So it's not blocking anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so we soaked them last night a little bit, and they really didn't come off much. So I'm not really quite sure what my next step is. If the feathers will just grow out,
I would imagine so, or they'll pick them off.
Yeah, I mean they seem fine.
Yeah,
so we'll have to,
they're running around like crazy. They're all eating. So.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on them.
Yeah, but yeah, it's kind of nice to have chicks out there because man, they were peeping up a storm last night.
Yeah.
So I closed the garage door last night before I came in, and I could hear them through the garage door, and it's like, oh boy.
The new one that we got peeped louder by itself than I think all 8 did.
Oh, when you're cleaning it? Yeah.
No, when I was bringing it home from the store. I always call all the kids call them all he's. She was really loud.
Yeah. So where's my buddies? I'm cold.
I know.
So, but yeah, it's got another 16 weeks in the garage in our blue pen that we have.
Yeah, or so. I mean, once they feather, and then we're gonna process our older ladies, and we're gonna try and just take breast them out.
Yeah,
and then save some of the yolks to make pasta with, because I really like that idea.
Yeah, we heard that. That'll be...
And maybe even the livers. We'll check on the livers.
Yep. So, be interested to see how it works out.
We're going to try and not pluck them. We're just going to kind of skin them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, because it's... As much as I want to pull out the chicken plucker, I'll be interested to see how these actually work.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to then not really feel like they're usable. We have no idea what to expect. We've never really done... tried to... Yeah, because the other ones went to my brother's house.
Mm-hmm.
So we only processed that one.
Yeah, because the girls cried, and when we said it was time for them to move on to greener pastures.
No, they didn't. Well, he offered, and then it was like, well, we can't say no.
Right.
So yeah, this will be our first time really
Yeah.
processing some.
But I think the girls will be happy because they get to see it again, they get to hang out some more, and they really liked when we processed the one hen a couple years ago when we saw all the eggs in the different stages. So it'd be super cool to kind of see that again. And
yep. But yeah, they're hardly laying anymore. I mean, I can tell which eggs are theirs because they're bigger.
Yeah, because we're getting 6 to 8 a day, so that would only mean the Wyandottes are laying.
Yeah.
So this will probably be the last. This will be the last year for the Wyandottes. We'll get through the winter with them, and then next year we'll process the Wyandottes out.
Yeah, I don't know, because we don't get chicks every year. We do it like every other year.
Yeah, but that's because we're doing meat birds. You go 2 years with the hens.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
So we would always go 2 years, and then it's a 1 year age difference.
Did we get the Wyandottes last year?
Yeah. Wyandottes are only a year old.
Oh.
The other ladies are 2 years old. So then...
I thought it was longer than that.
I don't remember. Could be. So, either way.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But yeah, we ended up getting summer chicks this time, not quite fall chicks.
Yeah, we've had a few episodes about why we love fall chicks, and the past 2 times then... Oh yeah, we did get them because of the stuff in town.
Yep.
So then we've gotten summer chicks the past couple of times. But whatever.
Yeah.
It all works out. I will never get chicks in March again and have to be in the basement.
Yeah, neither will I. That was a pain in the butt.
It was fun because we could come down here and hang out with them. And it was our first time, so it was
5 years later, we are still cleaning the basement up. I'm never doing that again.
It was so fun, though.
Yeah. But, yeah. Fun weekend. We got some new stuff, got rid of some stuff, accomplished some goals. Garden's fully in.
Yep.
So we're set with that. And then I think now it's just kind of fun projects for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I'm working on a couple. I think you're working on a couple. So as we get them done, we'll talk about them.
Yep.
So if we got anything else?
That's it.
All right, guys. We will see you next time.
See you on the homestead, where something is always growing, eating, or cooking.